Alright, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. So, we stole the invitation.
Alms for the favor of the three?
Well, we don't subscribe to Vivek's doctrine, so let's move on. We stole the invitation, now let's go see what we can do with it. Okay, what is this down here? Moshez is dead. Moshez got caught by the Iron Wheel when we returned to Abah's landing. He died quick and I owe him. Anybody know if he had relatives? I'd like to pay him back for getting me out of there. Spent the last few weeks, months, don't know how long it's been, holed up in an old ruin with nothing but scorpions to eat. I'll check in now and again, but my mothers didn't raise me stupid. I'm out until this Iron Wheel situation is handled. G the S. I wonder who that is.
Velsa, for the third time, I hear...
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you...
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Hubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes.
Alright, well, here you go.
Let me see here. And guest! Oh, this is good! The invitation allows for a single companion! Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw.
I have to dress up?
You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go on. I'll be over here.
Okay.
The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
Choose my date for the wedding. I can either take Velsa, Walk Softly, or Quen. I think I'll take Quen. Velsa, well, she's too much of a grump, even though she's cheered up after we returned her lover to her. Walk Softly, his demeanor annoys me. He's too... Let's just go with Quen.
So, who are you going to bring with you to the palace? I hope you say Velsa. I'd love to see her bedecked in finery.
Do you want to be my date to the wedding?
You what?
I don't know, if I say you're important to me, Quen, this may get us into a lesbian relationship. I'll just say you're the best choice for reaching the upper floors of the palace.
Thank you for not making this strange. All right, partner, you have a date.
Good. So we need to go to the Diamond Thimble. Yeah, if I'd said you're important to me, Quen, then yeah, it would definitely be implying a lot of things. And since we're not looking to marry a girl, why go down that route? Lady in the Cistern walks softly's theory. Those who live in the alleys of Abah's Landing are often without food, but it is rare to hear of any who suffer from lack of water. Have you never asked yourself why the lowliest are graced with such plenty? The statue must be Zeki, the Madonna of Tears. Though her father's zest forsakes this land, preventing most food from growing here, the water goddess takes pity on the lost souls who call Abah's Landing their home. The statue recognizes the sacrifices she makes to sustain us, hidden from the gaze of her disapproving father. Well, somebody was surmising that it's nocturnal, but Walk Softly says it's somebody else. We'll see. Alright, so there's another good theory as to why we chose Quen to accompany us to the wedding instead of the other guys. First, me and Quen are newcomers to the guild. So Nicholas, or whoever those people are, do not know that we're associated with the Thieves Guild, which is perfect for stealth. At least, that's my theory. Where is this wedding? Oh, the diamond thimble. Yeah. We're not going to the wedding yet.
A pleasure, Lady Belina. I always enjoy dressing you.
Then you should come by
my unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs.
She said I need to choose an outfit. How does this work?
Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. I humbly ask you return it with the exact same number of holes as when it left my establishment.
What do you suggest?
Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and exhilarating patterns breathe life into whoever dons them. I don't mean to oversell it, but you shall feel born anew.
Thanks for the advice.
Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one.
Wait, are you safe here? Isn't the Iron Wheel after you?
Not after the Merchant Lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abah's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling.
Yeah, well, before we left the tomb, Zira said you had been inside. Did you ever walk Moloch's path?
Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifico Flora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today.
Was it an amulet?
Yes. It had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia tomb. It's strange. I seem to have misplaced it. I haven't seen it in months. Why do you ask?
Well, definitely Nicholas stole that, but no reason. Are the Iron Wheels still giving you trouble?
Not after the Merchant Lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent...
Okay. No, not gonna wear this. Not gonna wear that. Let's take this outfit.
Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that.
Wait a minute. Why do we have a scar back there? Probably it's related to the main story. We'll see. Probably because we were dead once, who knows, but alright. Let's go.
My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face.
What do you mean, did Silverclaw forge you an invitation as well?
Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest.
Okay, we can do that.
Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
All right. Give the forged invitation to the gatekeeper. I kind of wish we could keep this outfit. It's kind of sweet, but he says we have to give it back. I don't want to give it back. If I'm able to keep it, I don't care if it's forcefully, I will keep it.
look amazing. I haven't dressed up like this since my academy.
About your outfit.
I know, it's terrible. Nothing like I used to wear at home.
No, I was wondering if you'll be able to climb in that.
Not without showing the wedding party a third moon in the sky. Come on, no use standing about.
Okay, we should get going. I see they're giving us lots of opportunities to start a romance with Quen. But we'll just keep turning them down. Maybe I could go after her, just to marry her, just to say we got the married achievement, but yeah, it's weird for me.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation?
Here you are.
Yes. Everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates.
Why are you locking the gates?
Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and House Guards alike.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I could go after Quen just to get the married achievement. But it would be kind of weird for me, even though that doesn't really make sense because we're playing as a girl, but I guess I'm stuck because I can't marry a guy because I don't like guys, and I can't marry a girl because it's just weird because we're a girl, but we're a guy. So, we'll see. I might just do it just for the achievement, and I might not. I'll probably surprise you guys. I'll probably surprise you. Alright, here we are.
It's a bit much in here. Whoever built this palace was trying too hard.
We need to get Zero inside. Any ideas?
Do you think the doorman could be convinced? If not, a distraction of some kind could pull him away from the door. Whatever you decide, I'll back your play.
Okay, so this is the guy we need to distract. Let's try it.
Are you lost? Wedding's in the other direction.
I'm expecting someone to join me.
What do you mean? You were the last through the gate? As long as I'm standing here, no one else is getting in.
Well, we have the option to persuade, so let's do it. It's Magnifico Flora. She's disguised as a servant, you fool.
I'll need an explanation. And if I'm not satisfied, you can join Magnifico Flora on the other side of the gate.
Well, one of her cousins plans to usurp her, but drink loosens his lips, and he is prone to brag.
Huh. I heard rumors about Tanith intrigue. But having to do that on her own wedding day, I almost feel sorry for her. I need to check on one of the guests. Don't want to see anyone when I get back, if you follow my meaning.
Okay, sure.
Make it quick.
This guard's he's a total idiot. For him to buy that story,
We should speak somewhere private.
He's a total idiot. I would fire him for that. Totally fire him.
It's a bit much in here.
Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests, an old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him, avoid drawing attention to ourselves.
And yet you decided to wear that.
What can I say? Your own choice inspired me. People seem to be gathering closer to the palace. Let's join them, shall we?
Okay, ready to go.
This is a nice change of scenery from the den. First time I've been inside Hubalajad Palace. This place is a bit of a fortress.
I said the food is not ready. Bigger. Now go before
Let's
I
hurry.
beat you with a
I
spoon.
want to get a good look at Kosh.
I just
See
wanted
for
some
myself what kind of
chicken.
spineless marionette would dance for Nicholas.
That's something Velsa would say.
I, for one, want to see what this Magnifico Flora looks like. Okay, that's the gazebo where they're gonna get married.
Salute! Salute!
Everyone!
Hello!
I require your attention!
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifico Flora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
So that's Nicholas? His
Wow.
voice is oilier than his hair.
Is this a lore book that we can read here? That's actually a brilliant twist in there. But let's go talk to Zira. She's definitely not taking this well.
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with.
Are you certain? How's that possible?
I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard.
So what should we do now?
We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
All right, I'll meet you when I'm done.
I wish I could pull that off. Too many jangling bits. The moment I climbed a wall, I'd be my own alarm bell. A lot of servers coming from the palace kitchens. Maybe they have a key.
We can't pickpocket this guides.
Why do I keep losing things?
Okay, let's see if we can use it to go in here. Maybe, I don't know though if this is the... We can't open this door, so... Let's find out where exactly on the map this palace is. Oh, okay, that's where it is. Let's figure out where she is.
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifico Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah!
Who said that to you?
Magnifico Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk is from Magnifico Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle.
Okay, that's disgusting. That's gross. If you tell me where to find Magnifico Flora, I'll get you some wine.
She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
Okay, sure. So we need to steal some wine. I don't think that's gonna be too hard.
Have you met my cousin, Magnifico Flora? Said not to embarrass her in this little backwater of a town. Very well, I told her. I'll keep my mouth shut by filling it with wine. Did I mention she's my cousin? I don't recall.
Do you know where I can find her?
If you hope to talk her out of this folly, the ain't no I've tried. She's usually much better at fending off grasping cretins such as this Kosh fellow. Hello. Your outfit contains a bit of silver weave, just like mine.
It does?
Modesty is for the poor. If you were to continue my argument with my cousin, perhaps you could overwhelm her with reason. Say, what's your favorite drink? I can tell you prefer quality spirits, as I do.
A nice red wine.
I knew it. And what do you prefer to pair with it? I can tell we have similar thoughts there as well.
Oh boy. Mammoth cheese. Lamb from the deserts of Alikir.
Lamb? How did a beggar such as you make it from Sentinel's back alleys? I insist you excuse me. I must drink until I forget our unfortunate encounter.
We screwed that one up.
Excuse me?
We screwed that one up. So I guess we'll just have to steal it. But I don't think there was anything that was going to tell us how we were to answer that question correctly, though. I'm not sure we stood a chance.
Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care to know about Magnifico Flora.
Here you are.
Wonderful. Magnifico Flora's handmaid shall soon have her own bowl of milk wine, entirely free of gristle.
Where can I find Magnifico Flora?
Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't let the iron wheels see you. They're all through the palace like beetles on honey cake.
Thank you. Let's go try to find, how do we enter the palace from here? For once, let's see what this guy looks like. So that's what Nicholas looks like.
The palace is crawling with Ironwheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
How the hell are we supposed to get through here when we're gonna get spotted? There's no way we get through here without being spotted. Absolutely no way.
Let me be clear. Leave.
I just knew that was definitely gonna happen. That's a lot of bounty, though, just for being spotted by one person. That's a crazy amount of bounty.
No more warnings. Get out!
You need to go, now!
I could silence her. Okay, where's the iron wheel?
The guard will be here any second. Last chance.
Okay, I'm curious to see what she looks like first. Let's see.
Who
Red
are
Curse,
you?
Volume 3.
How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abah's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
If you can barely stand him, then what does it hurt to hear us out? Go on, partner. Tell her.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell?
Because it's an alias and you're about to marry the man who stole your dowry.
The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Tenneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body.
Actually, your future husband did that, and he framed the Thieves Guild.
The merchant lords of Abah's Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Teneth waters and bandits who raid Teneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far, even for them.
He actually used your dowry to become a merchant lord, and before that he led the Thieves Guild.
Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Teneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon?
He is not Kosh, his name is actually Nicholas, and we can prove he was behind the tomb robbery.
With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel.
Yeah, but how does thus producing that prove that he actually stole it?
I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifico, Flora, are you almost ready? The guests are assembling within the palace.
Magnifica Flora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Actually,
Do
look
you
at this.
intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
From what I've heard of Nicholas, he'd never let himself be cornered. We should look for hidden passages.
Do you guys recognize this painting? I know I certainly do. Here's another one. This is from Reaper's March. I'm not sure where this one is. It's probably in Cold Harbor. Book of Seasons. Of all my reasons, spring is my first and favorite of seasons. To see the blue water shining in the sun or the green trees inviting a climb or fun. The air is cool and I'm without thought as I sleep on the rocks which aren't yet too hot. And I wake to see endless fields of grass, not faded pastures or a leaf-covered mass. This is why spring is my first and favorite of seasons. Summer, fall, and winter all have lesser reasons. Okay, so this is fall. Spring, summer, winter. I think we did that wrong.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
Okay, so this is definitely summer. This looks like spring. Spring. Summer. Fall. This is the Rift, if you guys recognize that painting.
Those paintings.
And then winter. This should be the last one.
Did that cabinet just click?
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not to return. And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas, you've doomed yourself.
Let's see, the Cold Harbor Compact. Poor Gil Vidal would still recall. The god of schemes consumed it all. To Cold Harbor went clockwork god to bargain the prince's sod. They came to mock a tribune small, came schemer, hunger hunter all. Scryer, pariah, destroyer came, and raver and twilight just the same. From dread Daedra save us, from dreader keep us safe, forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate. They sneered when Clockwork made his demand, till Twilight raised a hand. And what do you offer in return to keep us from chastising Nern? Then Clockwork whispered long and low, and what he said no mortal can know. From dread Daedra save us, from Daedra keep us safe, forsake the ones who made us to fight a wrongful fate. The Spirit of Nern, we've read that. We've read that as well. Okay, let's talk to Zira.
I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor.
What do you mean?
I'll show Flora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, it's a very bad idea. But it's the best bad idea we have. Sometimes that's the best a thief can hope for. Wish me luck. I'll have to be... well, as convincing as Nicholas.
All right.
Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return.
Okay.
Magnifico, Flora, there's something you need to see.
Okay, so we need to attend the wedding, but before we do that, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.